This week is going to be crazy. We're installing 4,600 amp hours of lithium batteries plus 12,000 watts of inverter power to make the ultimate off-grid boat. And yes, we did haul all these batteries out here to take a YouTube thumbnail just for you guys, so you better stay tuned. Now let's get to it. Whenever we have a super big boat job to do, Darcy always procrastinates by doing a different, easier boat job first. So we're going to start with this boat seat, which we found the other day and realized it attaches here and it needs welding on so that it can swivel and be a backrest in either direction.
It goes without saying, we're gonna change this so that it's not like red-green duct tape style, but that's a job for another day. Well, that was a miscalculation. It's been about 2.5 days and we've been charging these batteries for 2.5 days. There's 10 of them and they take forever to charge. We hooked up one of these and it's charging at 70 amps, 24 volt, if that means anything to anyone. But we are almost done. We're on our last battery. And so we just have to connect it. If we do it fast enough, then everything doesn't spark. And then it'll start charging, you can hear that. The fan kicks in. And then we are done. And by done, I mean we have to wait 2 hours for this battery to charge, if we're lucky. One battery took like 4 hours because it was a bit lower, a lot lower. Anyway, I was gonna say I'll see you in a second, but we totally forgot the life rafts are done. So I'm gonna go pick up the life rafts when Yvette's gonna get the kind of forward battery compartment area kind of cleared out. So yeah, at least we're gonna have life rafts on board in case we sink.
In-date life rafts.
In-date life rafts, yeah. I hope, man. Imagine if we get there and it's like, oh, we couldn't fix your life rafts because they were not good anymore.
Oh, I don't want to have to pay for new ones.
We can't.
Fingers crossed. First things first, to get the batteries in, we need to make space for them. So here we're in the port forward cabin and the batteries are under the bed, but under the floor, under the bed. So we need to make sure this room is completely clear and then we can get to the batteries to take them out. So a little bit of work here to do, and I'm going to show you the other side, the starboard side as well. Same thing over here on the starboard side. I need to make space and clear it all out so that we can get down under the bed, under the floor to the old batteries and install the new ones. Starboard side is all cleaned up and ready to go. And I just heard Darcy come back from picking up the life rafts, so perfect timing because I've just finished cleaning up this room. Hey!
I'm back!
How'd it go? Were they able to do it?
Yeah, it's all good. This is too far for me to jump.
Oh, it is. You can do it.
One life raft done. Now, what do you think? Should we put him back down into the dungeon? Now, we're gonna figure out a different spot to put these life rafts because I'm not confident in my ability to
get them from that spot in an emergency.
I'm not confident in my ability to get them from that spot not in an emergency.
Yeah.
So, let's
cool.
grab the other one.
Let us know if anyone knows where this is the best spot to keep a life raft. Is it up there?
Oh, for sure up top.
I mean, they do say only get into the life raft if you're stepping off your boat, so that would mean we're right up there stepping off, right?
Okay. That's number 2. But there's one more thing. A really cool thing that they did is they gave us all the old stuff from the life rafts. So we had kit E, and they replaced it with kit E, but everything from kit E they put in this box from both life rafts. So the really cool thing about that is we can like now tear this apart, see exactly what's in the first aid kit. We can see, you know, what kind of flares they have and all the rest of the stuff that's in the life raft. And so if we ever do, for whatever reason, have to abandon ship or use a life raft, we'll both be very familiar with what's inside the life raft. And that'll be really cool as well for like preparing a ditch bag, so you don't double up on things you don't need to double up on and all that kind of stuff. So that is awesome. So maybe we'll go through this box on Patreon. If you haven't joined our Patreon and you would like to, that'd be a great time if you're interested in seeing everything that's in a life raft, at least in our life rafts. We make an extra video every single week, and it's still in real time, and we post it up on Patreon. So that video never gets to YouTube. It's only for the people on Patreon, but it is a YouTube style video. So if you want an extra video every week from us, go and check out our Patreon and hopefully join. And we'll save going through all of this stuff for that.
All right, let's get to work. These batteries need to get installed. I've cleaned up both the rooms.
Can we procrastinate more?
No more excuses. Let's go.
Okay. We've opened everything up. We've checked out where all the wires go. Right now we're in the starboard side forward bedroom, cabin. What is it called?
Yeah, cabin.
Cabin, sure. And so here you can see the batteries below. There's 4 batteries per side. They're big lead acid batteries. And then here, the batteries for the bow thruster are also on this side. And so we've been in touch with the manufacturer of the batteries. Remember, these batteries were ordered before we bought the boat.
The new batteries.
The new batteries. Also these batteries, but
we haven't been in contact with those manufacturers. They're old.
So the new batteries, the new lithium batteries, the manufacturers have told us we cannot put more than 4 batteries in parallel. And so that has presented an issue that I've been trying to work out for the past several days. And so what we finally come up with is we're going to have 2 separate battery banks. One battery bank is going to be 4 batteries in parallel. And then one battery bank is going to be 6 batteries in series parallel. So I have a little drawing here. So they're 24 volt batteries, and they're hooked up positive to negative. Each one of these is positive to negative, and that makes this a 20 or a 48 volt battery. And then it goes to a bus bar here and here, and this is all going to be fused. And then this line running here and this line running out here are going to be 48 volts. We don't have any 48 volt inverters, but by doing this, by making it 48 volts, we can get a big inverter for a lot cheaper, and we can use it to power the AC off of batteries, power the cooking off of batteries, and the cooking, if you use the full amount, is almost 8 kilowatts, which is crazy. And then we also want to get a scuba compressor and power that off of batteries, and some other things off of batteries. So essentially we're going to split the banks into 2 banks. It's going to be more complicated. There's going to be 12 volt on the boat, 24 volt and 48 volt DC, and then there's going to be 120 volt AC and 230 volt AC on the boat as well. So we'll be able to charge anything that any equipment from anywhere in the world will be able to run or charge. And it seems really complex, but it's kind of simplified when you break it down into the individual systems because they won't cross with each other. And then, yeah, it'll be good. And I'm just not going to get into it.
We've been in so many places, and it sounds like here is the same, that there's just so much sun, and we've got so much solar, same as like we did in the Caribbean. We had just ample amounts of electricity all the time and storage in the batteries, so it'll be good to be able to actually use it.
Yes. And then as well, we're going to make sure that each battery bank can charge the other battery bank. So the 4 battery bank that's 24 volt will be able to charge the 6 battery bank that is, well, technically it's a 3 battery bank, but 48 volt, and vice versa. So it'll all be good to go. But we can't do it yet. I don't want to do it yet. And let's go upstairs and I'll show you why. We have to wait until nighttime.
So this little thing is how we do all the charging on the boat, through solar, the wind generators that are on the back of the boat, and shore plug-ins if we use that, which we are when we're here, although we're not actually doing the proper shore power thing that we should normally. But anyway, that's something separate. So this master control unit for Victron is really cool, but we've never actually used one before, so we're a little bit wary, and that's the reason we're waiting until nighttime to actually do the taking out of the old lead acid batteries and putting the lithium ones in, because we want to have enough time to kind of play with it and work with it when we swap them out, because lithium batteries charge different to the old lead acid batteries, and we don't want to cause any problems with solar coming in and everything like that.
So it's just easier to just wait. That way we know there's no battery charging going on and we have time to figure it out.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm going to make sure the dinghy turns the right direction. This was supposed to be simple, and it is, but for the past like 30 minutes, I've been like watching different YouTube videos, and just it's just different. This is somehow different than everything that's on the YouTube videos. And I looked up what I thought was the manual for this, and this is a different variation. Anyway, I figured it out. It's simple to switch. I'll show you here. So to everyone who told me, there's a couple people who said it wasn't hydraulic, and I said it was. I apologize. It definitely is not hydraulic. So there's a cable that comes through here, and it loops around here, and it comes out here. You can see it coming out. So I just have to take this cable out, and then I have to put this in on this side here, and then it goes around, and then this cable here will come out this side, and that should reverse the steering. In theory, it's very easy. In practice, it's also very easy as soon as you know what you're doing. So if you look, there's a bolt that is, let it light up a bit. There's a bolt that was supposed to be right here that I've taken out, and there's another one here. And so when I turn the steering wheel, you'll see that pop out. Right here, this is now popped out, and the bolt holds it in. So all I have to do is keep turning the steering wheel and remove that, and then put it in on this side. Oh, wrong way. Now I have this free here, and I'm gonna put it up here. And then so far you can jam it, and then you gotta start turning the wheel right there, and it sucks it up. Let me see if I can turn the wheel. Just hold on. I'm holding the camera with my head. Yeah, you can see it's taking it up. And that's because I'm turning the camera, or I'm turning the wheel with my hand. So it's coming along nicely. You just got to make sure you don't kink the hose. So this is what it looks like when it's all done. You can see this is coming out of this side now, and the protective sheathing goes into that side. And just this little screw is all you need to undo to pop this piece out. Now, when you turn right, you should go right, just like a car. I think. I didn't actually pay enough attention to which way it was turning, but yeah, it's good. It's good. It's fixed.
Turn it.
So now I'm turning it to my right, and now I'm turning to my left.
Perfect.
Whew. You know, that job literally took like 5 minutes, but it took like an hour plus because I just got everything wrong.
Whoa, yeah.
But it was tough, like
I had to learn how to do it the first time. That's all right.
Well,
I mean, the shop that literally is about this
yeah.
put it in wrong, so I think you're all right.
Before we had this boat, a shop was paid to replace the controls and everything, and I just don't even get me started. Anyways, I think the only reason we're doing this is because we're trying to delay getting started on the batteries, but it's still not dark out, so
It stays light so long here.
maybe we'll have a drink. As promised, it is now nighttime. It's probably around like 11 o'clock, so maybe we procrastinated a little. But we're in the port forward cabin, and I'm just obviously under the floorboards here. And oh, I thought that was the last one. No, it's not. I'm taking off a electrical bus bar cover, and I have one more screw to go here. And once this is off, you'll get to see where all of the batteries run to. And they all run to this bus bar, and then they go up to the main system, which Yvette will be showing you guys in a little bit.
Yeah, the main system is in there, and here's the batteries.
This is what we have going on underneath the floorboards. There's 4 positive lines and 4 negative lines coming from the battery. The 4 negative lines go to the bus bar. They turn into the 2 negative lines at the very top there. And the 4 positive lines go to the bus bar, then they go to that big fuse, and they turn into 2 positive lines on the bottom.
So they come up to here. And this is where we're having a big problem. So we don't necessarily know where the 2 negative lines go. The 2 positive lines go right here. And the 2 negative lines go somewhere behind here and meet up with the positive lines from the other side. Because we tested with the multimeter and it's still 12 volt here. So each side, the batteries, there's 4 batteries and they're 12 volt batteries. So that means to put them in series, they have to meet somewhere. Their lines have to meet somewhere. So we've established that the positive lines from these batteries that are in the port side go up to the main positive up here. And the negative lines from the other side of the batteries in the starboard side, they go to the negative here. And then the negatives from this side and the positives from that side have to be connected. And that's what we're looking for. And it's taken us a very long time to figure it out. And I regret leaving this until the night because it is now like 2 in the morning. So we're thinking that we can take this out, and it doesn't matter if we damage it because there's no other way to take it out to kind of get a better look at what's going on. But we think behind here somewhere is going to be the meeting between the negative and the positive lines from the batteries to put the batteries in series.
And we need to find that so we can
do all of this. Yeah, we need to take it apart, and so that's what we're just debating, if we want to break this right now, because it's useless. And it's meant for something that was long gone, and it will never be back again.
Yeah, because from what we can tell, all these solar charge controllers have been put in since, and there was probably a door there or something before because there's like a little hanging spot.
Yeah, so the false back for this closet used to be right here, and it would come up here, and there was no solar charge controllers. But that's a thing of the past. This isn't easy for me to admit. Yvette figured this one out. And I'm so proud of her. I was bashing my head against the wall, and she determined that instead of the cables having a connection point, that it's just in between the 2 bus bars, that it's just the cable goes to one bus bar and it goes to the other bus bar. And I was thinking that there had to be like a connection point somewhere back here because I just got it stuck in my mind. So Yvette figured it out. So it's just the positive and negative from the batteries to make them connect in series is literally just connected from here, and then it goes all the way and it connects to the other bus bar. And I was looking for like a 3rd connection somewhere in the middle for whatever silly reason. Anyway, Yvette figured it out. She got it. I just wish she wouldn't have done it in front of my daughter. Coconut is right there. And it's a little bit embarrassing. I try to take your kids to work day, and but no, we got a path forward now. Now this, we would have filmed us taking this off, but it was a beast to get off. It took 2 of us, and there's a little bit of damage here, but that was already there, and a little bit of damage over here, which you can't see, but it was already there too. So we got it off without any additional damage, and now we can access these wires. So I believe this, it's either these 2 or these 2 are the wires that we need to pull. So now we know what we need to do. We just got to figure out if we want to do it tonight because it is late.
Yeah, it's super, super late. Decided on going to sleep then, Snoocher?
I think Coconut's decided that she's going to sleep.
Yeah.
Good call.
We'll just have to figure out how to do it in the daylight.
We are well rested now. We've talked about the plan. So we're going to shut off the batteries. All we have to do is turn this switch here to shut off the batteries. And then we're going to disconnect these wires that come in here. And then we have to disconnect 2 wires down there, pull them up here, and attach them. And then that's essentially that side done. Well, we have to switch out the batteries too and everything. But it's really simple. So let's get started here. So I'm going to kill the power to the entire boat. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, why do we still have lights and everything?
I don't know.
I feel like that didn't do what we thought it would.
I know why. I know why. Because the solar is still charging. Okay, I can solve this quickly. So there's breakers right here. So I'm just gonna pop the breaker here. I'm gonna pop the breaker up here, over here, and right here. And that light should go off and everything should go off.
There we go. Nice, the lights are off.
See, that's what I didn't want to have to do. And that's why we delayed doing this, because for some reason I didn't think to pop those 4 breakers to turn the solar off. Judge me all you want, it is justified. I know I said we didn't have to do much, but part of what we have to do is disconnect these batteries because we're taking these batteries out.
So we're back over on the starboard hull now.
Yeah. So the bank of 4 batteries is going to be on the starboard hull. The bank of 6 batteries is going to be on the port hull. And so we're just disconnecting these batteries so we can put the new ones in. Just disconnected this negative, and you can see there's a bunch of corrosion in here and all this blue stuff on here. So this will have to get cleaned up really good before we put it back on. We got 1 battery lifted out. Apologies for not filming. It was a bit of a gong show.
Yeah, it really was.
The other ones should be a bit easier, but that was tight.
It's so heavy.
Anyway, let's... Oh, you're brightening up now. Ooh. You're like an angel. Let's move this battery along the hallway. You want to take it from here?
Yeah.
Okay, stop. Tag him.
I thought you were going to put it down. It's upside down and in kilos.
62 kilos.
That's light.
Taking a short break after that first battery. Weren't planning to get it all the way up here. Anyway, we have our first ad in a while. This video is brought to you by a sleeping captain. Oh, she just woke up. Hello. Oh, that's such a big yawn. Good job. Way to be a good captain.
Good girl.
Yeah, we don't usually do ads, but man, we just had to do one there because she said she was going to throw us overboard. This wrong way.
She's back to sleep. So the other side, like here, where the cardboard is, that can lift up, but then there's a piece of wood in the middle.
This piece right here.
Yeah, so you can't actually lift the battery out the way it looks. Which would be much easier.
So now that we've got one out, it's easier because we can just turn it. Oh, it's not easier.
We should move that fire extinguisher. 1, 2, 3. Good work.
Give me a second here.
Oh, you right?
Yeah, just give me a couple days.
We got more to do though.
I meant what I said. We're gonna weigh these lithium batteries now. Put them on the scale. They're about 37 kilograms.
I can't even see that from here.
Yeah, about 37 kilograms. Don't know what that is in pounds, but there's an extra 2 lithium batteries. We're taking out 8 gel batteries, putting in 10 lithium batteries. So it's gonna be around about 100 kilograms of difference. Savings, yeah. I mean, these aren't light, but they certainly feel light.
Next step is to hook up the batteries, putting them on in one by one. And we put the first one in, we just gotta hook it up with the original wires. Oh no, it just hit the sailboat in front of us. That was very loud. So Darcy's just untied one of our fenders and running it over. Oh gosh. Oh no, they're going to hit the boat in front, I think. Oh my god. Sailboat next to us is okay, just.
Well, that was a complete gong show. They raked the side of his boat, and he's got really nice like oak wood on the side of his boat, and they just like scraped it, and there's a big piece missing like that much. It's just really crummy. When they tied up beside him, they didn't even take the fenders out.
Yeah.
They only have one fender on that entire ship.
One little one that they were holding.
Yeah, and it's just like at the very least, like communicate. You know, say what you're trying to do and get some help. But
yeah, they didn't say that they were leaving. We just ran coming out. Heard them going.
Anyway, what were we doing? Switching batteries?
Yeah, back to the batteries.
With all of that hullabaloo hopefully done for the day, we quickly dropped out to the shop here and got some lugs, because some of these lugs are, if you see all this corrosion on it, and we can clean this corrosion here, but if you look right here, it's cut here a little bit and you can still see some blue here, some corrosion. So that means the corrosion's gotten kind of back and under here, and there's no point in dealing with that. So we're just gonna cut this off here and crimp another lug on.
That nice clean wire.
Yep. So this crimper puts like 10 tons of force onto the crimp, so it does really, really well. And since we have no power for the heat shrink sleeve, I'm going to use this thing. Whew, it's a lot. I use this to make flambés.
Yeah, with mango and ice cream, it's so delicious. Never thought we'd be using it for this.
I had an idea. This is what we swapped out here. So this is the old one. You can see all that corrosion around it, and maybe you can't see it, but now you can maybe see it a little bit better. And this is the new one right here, and no corrosion, no fuzzy stuff, and it's just significantly better. And it was $4 for this lug, which is
€4.
€4, which is a lot, but it's nothing compared to the, like, you want to be able to sleep at night without your boat burning down. One more battery to go. We had 3 batteries in. This is the second time we've had 3 batteries in. So it's pretty much, it was my stupidity. So basically, the numbers on the batteries, like the batteries are numbered, they have a serial number and everything, and all good batteries should. And so, because then you can track where the cells came from and their ratings and all that kind of stuff. And so they're numbered 0 to 9. The other numbers are longer, like the full serial number is longer, but at the end of it, they're 0 to 9. And I had put battery number 5 in. And so you couldn't count down from 9 to 5 and get 4 batteries in here. And obviously you couldn't count up from 0. And we thought about it. And because you like look up the batteries in like a Bluetooth app, we would always forever see that they wouldn't be in order. So we made the decision to pull 3 batteries out and then put them in order. So now they're 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 is the 4th one that's going to go in here. And then we're going to have the other ones on the other side, because it just, like, I don't have OCD, but I mean, wouldn't that drive you crazy? Anyway, we found a couple more of these lugs that could be replaced. The corrosion on this one isn't so bad, but it is starting to pit a little bit. And instead of taking a chance, we're just going to cut it off. We bought 4 lugs. We actually just ran to the store and bought 4 lugs when we saw the first one needed replacing. And we didn't think we were going to use all of them on this side, so we'll have to go to the store tomorrow and get more. But anyway, we're going to cut this one off and redo it. These are lighter, they're still heavy.
Yeah. Last one.
Just tightening up the last one. And we're done. Well, we're done putting the lithium batteries in. Now we gotta connect them to the main system. So that's gonna involve disconnecting 2 wires, 4 wires, and reconnecting 2 wires. And I'm really hoping it's not going to take hours, but it might. I'm getting it. Okay, that's one. Whew.
Might just put this floor on so I can walk across.
Yeah. We gotta pull this wire up. I'm pretty sure it's the right wire, and it should have 2 bands around it. It's just really hard to pull.
It's got 2 bands.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh gosh.
This wire doesn't like to bend at all. We just need to pull 2 more wires out which should go easier because there's more space now.
Unless you catch it on yourself.
Ooh, boxers are showing. How indecent of me. Okay. Last one. And then we can close up this section of floor.
Oh, something fell into the bilge.
No, it's just like bolts and stuff that have been dropped and have like caught in here over the years.
Oh, and now you've made space. Yeah.
There's space, and so they're dropping in there. This is the positive wire that we're taking off, and then we have to feed it out without destroying any of these thin wires. Huh. We'll have to figure out, oh, that was the shunt. Oh, I see. I see now. That makes a lot more sense. I should be able to pull on this, and then that should come down.
It's jiggling. Just not that. Oh. Wait, that's not the one I was looking at. I don't know where I was looking.
Hope you caught it on camera, because we're not doing that again. That's one out. Ooh. Okay.
Wow, this is so full on.
Yeah. Now we need to get these two wires up to where we just took those two out from. So we need to get them up to here.
Yeah.
But to do that, we need help. I don't know what type of help, but send it.
Phone a friend.
Yeah.
50-50.
I envisioned that coming out easier.
Yeah, we've decided it needs to go because it's just making this so hard to see what's happening behind there. And it's in a cupboard, so we really don't need it to look super pretty. But it's really well stuck in there.
We're no longer asking it to move, we're telling it to move.
Oh wow.
There you go. It was just glued on. If we are correct, when I touch this to the negative here, we should see like 27-inch volts. Ooh yeah.
What's it say? I think it's
27 volts. Right on, actually. Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, that means we're correct in what's positive, what's negative, and all the wiring we've done up to this point. And the reason we were checking that, A, because you always should if you can, but B, the only way we can get this wire up here is to drill a hole through here.
Yeah, we
wanted to make sure we were correct before we did that.
Yeah, we've tried every other way, but we cannot get it up through the back there.
This stuff was installed when the boat was built, so it was significantly easier to do this.
You can see like little bit of fiberglass and stuff on it, so from exactly where the boat was built around it. So it's too hard to bend and pull and push back through the tiny space. So we're going to cut a hole
right here.
Is it corroded?
No, it's just got some tape stuff on it.
Okay.
Okay, we just have to put this down first and then up through this hole.
Oh, so much easier.
Yeah. One is in, that's just got to go up here, but it's just getting bent right now. And I got to put one more through here. And that's it, and then we're done.
Oh, what a day.
Then we can go home.
I'm gonna go take a shower is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I reckon.
I'm not saying I'm filthy. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm filthy right now.
Coconut will disapprove.
I need to tighten this bolt right here, but I can't get in there to like hold. I tried holding it with my finger and everything. So finally, this. I chopped a wrench with my grinder, and I was just able to get it back in there and then hold it and tighten it down. So now this is super tight, and so we should just be able to turn this on. But we have a checklist, and I was just gonna flick this on, but we have a checklist, and it's to make sure we check all the connections that we do before we turn anything electrical on. And while we were running through that checklist, we saw that we didn't properly reconnect the positive side over on that side. So we're gonna go do that now, and then we're gonna turn this on. You should always make checklists when you're doing electrical stuff, especially when they get complicated, when they get over multiple days, because then you can go back to it and make sure you don't screw it up at the last second. So let's go do that.
All right, we're on the final connection, and we are also on the very last light. So hopefully this battery doesn't finish before we finish. I'm
finished.
Are you?
Yeah, actually.
Yes.
Okay, now we just gotta go and hit the switch, and 1/4 of the battery conversion is done. No, it's like half.
Yeah, it's almost half.
But it's all the hard work.
Yeah.
The other one will be easy.
Oh, touch wood.
We just need to order a new inverter.
I think we leave that for another time.
All right, hun, you've been working hard all day, so you can go ahead and hit the switch. But let me remind you, whoever turns on the switch has all the liability. So if you're confident everything was done right.
I'm gonna take the risk. Let's go. I mean, I take it that this went on is a good sign.
That's a good sign, yeah.
And I can hear something. I mean, no lights came on, but did we just have them off?
Well, why don't you hit a light?
Ah!
Woohoo! Oh,
Yay!
awesome.
Wow, what a day.
Yeah, side note, we have no way to charge that battery.
What battery?
The batteries we just put in.
All the batteries.
Yeah, we have no way to charge them yet.
Are they charged?
No. Well, they're 100% charged.
Yeah.
But once we use them.
Oh, once we use them up. So I don't care. That's a future problem. But tonight we can cook dinner. We can have lights again.
That's a problem for future Yvette.
We can use
Present day Yvette does not care about future Yvette at all.
I'm thirsty. I want a drink of water. We forgot to like prep this sort of thing.
You going somewhere with that giant hole in the floor there?
I am. I'm going to go get a drink of water. So that's the Victron Connect app. And you can see them all there. I've numbered the first 3, and then here's the last one that I just did. And as you can see, oh yeah, it even says usually 000.
So they haven't changed the pin.
Yeah.
And it makes it super easy for us because it's 6 zeros. But what can happen? So
like if someone else from another boat, 1 or 2, or anyone else really, they could come and connect to your solar charge controllers and change the parameters and totally fry your batteries. And hopefully that would never actually happen, but they could. Or if you ever got like in an argument or something with someone, they could do that. And so we're definitely going to change them over to some other kind of pin so that they're not just the same as every other Victron solar charge controller on every other person's boat. And before we can go to bed, you're going to change the parameters, and you've looked up the good ones, right? So yes, so because we want it, you know, before the sun comes up, we've been doing this at nighttime. Even though we were potentially going to be doing it during the day, it's now taken us a whole nother day, and we ended up doing it at nighttime again. Yeah, that was a mistake, eh? Well, it's worked out okay now, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we'll change the parameters, and then we'll see you in the morning, because we're going to go to sleep. Yeah, it's late again. Well, we got a fair bit done this week. We got our life rafts certified. We've got our dinghy working again, driving in the right direction now. We've got our helm seat fixed so that we can kind of rest without falling back. And we've got 1 bank of batteries in and working, and they're being powered nicely by the sun today, which is great. But as usual, boat jobs take a lot longer than you would expect, so we need to at least double the time of that. So next week we will be installing the rest of the other battery bank, in the inverters that I've got here, and a bunch of other things as usual. We're also thinking about changing up the anchor that's on this boat because we want a bigger one, probably before we head off and actually go anchor. So a few more things, but we're getting there, and it's still lots of fun and we're loving it. So bye guys, we'll see you next week. Let us know what you thought about it, and a huge thank you to our Patreons and also everyone that likes and comments on our videos and is subscribed. Bye. Oh, look who came outside.
Are you coming out to join the end of the video?
Freaking out. It's nice and cool outside.
She wants a box to sit in.